Hello everybody, welcome back to another Expeditions Guide. Today we're taking a look at Pioneer. This is a task in the Sonoran Desert. We're coming at you here from the task pickup location. So let me show you where that's at and what we're going to be doing. So the task pickup location is over here, which is north of the central outpost. So to get up here, we went down the path, across the bridge, up this climb, and you can just kind of follow this path here around the ridge that takes you to the task pickup location. This is the same route we used for heavy load. If you haven't seen that one, be sure to check it out. That's a great guide I made. So from here, we're going to be heading down into this little river area. We're going to be crossing this, going up to the other side, and we're going to conduct a visual inspection of the pond. After that, we're going to drive around the edge of the pond over to here, where we will pick up a cactus cargo, and then we're just going to recover that back to the outpost to turn that in. So, that being said, let me show you what we're going to be doing. So, we're using the Scout 800, and I do have a set of anchors with me for emergency purposes. I always bring anchors. I don't really need them all the time, but I bring them anyway because they're just good to have. And I like to tell you guys to bring anchors because they're good to have. So, once we make our way down into the river, we're basically just going to follow the water here. There are some high spots here. You can get a little bit of traction sometimes, but it's really hard to get fully positioned onto one of these ledges because you're constantly coming up and down the ledge. So I'm kind of using the ledges a little bit. But overall, the mud here is not too bad. But you can find yourself in trouble if you get just like half the truck on the ledge. So I'm trying to use these, but also don't use them, if that makes sense. Like don't rely on them, but definitely use them for some extra traction. So once we get through there, we're going to go up this climb here. There's kind of a nice slanted rock here. There is a crack on the ground here, so you want to be like right up in the center so you can get up over it. And then we're going to head up the left side here. And over here is another crack in the ground. We're going to stay to the right side. Just drive right on over that. And over here, we're going to conduct a visual inspection of the pond. So we're going to check out this pond, take a look at it. Some cool rocks, some trees, and a bunch of cacti. Looks like there are several cacti next to the swamp. They will suit us. All we have to do is get them. And to get them, we shall. So once your scanning is done, we're basically just going to follow the perimeter of this pond here. So we're going to bounce down over here, and we're going to kind of head to the right a little bit, kind of go around this big crack in the ground. There's an airdrop here, so let's go take a look. What we got jack screw. That's always handy. You can always sell those. Anytime you find an airdrop and you're like, oh, I'm almost done with the mission, always check those because sometimes they have extra safety supplies like jack screws and stuff, and you can just kind of sell those. So from here, we're just going to climb through the water. I always recommend, like, even if you don't necessarily need the fuel resources, visiting the airdrops can get you some extra supplies. Sometimes you'll find bones and gems, depending on whether you're in Arizona or Carpathians, and you can just get a ton of extra money from the airdrops. Especially, like, really early on in the game, hitting airdrops is key. Kind of had a rough bounce there. But yeah, you kind of want to just go across there. Kind of had a bad angle, but that's alright. So, we're going to go over here. We're going to grab the cactus right there. And from here, we're going to go to the central outpost. And we're going to use our free truck recovery. Go to the central outpost. And all we're going to do is drive right on over to this blue square and deliver the cactus sap. And there you go, that is Pioneer complete, and this unlocks the Emergency Reserve L for the Tatra Force, which is a fantastic upgrade. You definitely, if you're going to be using the Tatra Force a lot, you're going to want this upgrade. It is free repair, free fuel, the most amount, and it doesn't take up any inventory slots. It's fantastic. So, hope you guys enjoyed this guide. Let me know what you think, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.